What would you do if you found a letter tucked away in a dusty library book, a letter that was never meant for you, but felt like it was written exactly for this moment in your life? The rain tapped rhythmically against the tall windows of the city library. Inside, Elias sat at a secluded wooden table, surrounded by stacks of old hardcovers. He loved the smell of aging paper. It felt like history breathing. He reached for a thick, leather-bound volume on the bottom shelf. As he pulled it out, a folded piece of yellowed parchment slipped from the pages and landed on the carpet. Curiosity piqued, and Elias picked it up. The handwriting was elegant but hurried, written in faded blue ink. It was dated 30 years ago, addressed to someone named Clara. "Dear Clara," it began, "I am standing at the station. If I get on this train, I fear I will never be the same again. But if I stay, I will always wonder, what if ? Elias read the lines twice. He felt a sudden, strange connection to the unknown author. It sounded like the ultimate crossroads, the classic battle between security and adventure. He looked around the quiet library. There was no one nearby. He imagined a young man standing on a platform, heart racing, waiting for a signal that never came. "Excuse me," a soft voice startled him. It was an elderly woman, the librarian he had known for years. She was looking at the paper in his hand. Elias hesitated, then held it out. "I found this in a book. It looks like it was tucked away for a long time." The woman took the letter, her hands trembling slightly. She didn't open it. She simply touched the corner of the paper with a bittersweet smile. "I have been looking for this for a very long time," she whispered. Her eyes seemed to look past the library walls back into a different decade. "Was it for you?" Elias asked, his voice barely a whisper. The silence in the library felt heavy with the weight of unsaid things. "Yes," she replied, sitting down across from him. "He wrote this, but he never sent it. He was afraid to leave his comfortable life for something uncertain." Elias thought about his own life, the boring job he stayed in, the travels he postponed, the risks he avoided because he wanted to be safe. "Did he ever leave?" Elias asked, feeling an unexpected lump in his throat. He realized he was asking for himself, not just for the story. "He stayed," she said, looking at her weathered hands. "He lived a quiet life, a peaceful life, but every time it rained, he would stare at the train station across the street." She looked up at Elias, her expression firm yet kind. "He never found out what would have happened. Regret, young man, is much heavier than failure." Elias realized that the letter wasn't just a piece of paper, it was a warning. It was a bridge between the life he was living and the life he was afraid to reach for. He watched as the librarian carefully tucked the letter back into a small notebook she carried. She stood up and walked away, her footsteps echoing in the quiet aisle. Elias sat there still for a long time, the rain still tapping against the glass. He knew he had to stop waiting for the right moment and start creating his own. He packed his bag, left the library, and walked into the rain. For the first time in years, the future didn't feel like a threat, but an invitation. The lesson of the story is that regret for the past or fear of the what-ifs shouldn't stop us from growing. We are not trapped by our past choices. We have the power to change our direction and embrace new versions of ourselves at any point in our lives. Useful vocabulary words with meanings. 1. Stagnant, adjective, not flowing or moving, showing no activity or growth. 2. Inexplicable, adjective, unable to be explained or accounted for. 3. Vivid, adjective, producing powerful feelings or strong, clear images in the mind. 4. Suppressed, verb, forcibly put an end to or kept from being revealed/expressed. 5. Canopy, noun, the uppermost trees or branches of a forest form a more or less continuous layer of foliage. And that, my friends, is the story of the Crossroads of Echoes. Elias didn't need magic to change his life. He just needed a change in perspective. Before you go, I want to leave you with a question to help you practice your speaking. If you could choose one new path in your life today, a skill you've always wanted to learn, or a place you've always wanted to visit, what would it be? Take a moment to write your answer in the comments below, or try saying it out loud to practice your shadowing. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories to help you paint your English journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.